Hey, Milsurp Garage, back with the Schmidt Rubin after baking it. What I did was I had to prop my oven door open, and I stuck it in the oven butt end first with towels around it, closed the oven on it. The problem was with the oven open that much, it has like an automatic shut off. There's no gas where I'm at, just electric, so it's an electric oven with like the coil in the bottom. I put the rack all the way down, put the pan on the bottom just to stop the serious radiant heat from potentially blackening the stock or setting it on fire or whatever. So I put a pan on the bottom just to block the radiant heat, disperse it a little bit, and tried to have the butt plate kind of just sitting right dead center in the middle of the oven. And since when the door is open, it's got like an automatic safety shut off, I had to tape that button down. And the oven did get, according to the thermostat, the oven did get to 275 degrees. And I did 20 minutes. It's supposed to be 15 minutes for every quarter inch. So I figure it's probably in the fatter parts that's in there. It's probably a little bit more than a quarter inch, so I went 20 minutes. And it hardened. And it swelled a little, as I thought. Now, I'm not going to show you some like 4 mile away pictures to try to disguise what this looks like to make my job look better. I'm going to show you straight up and close as this camera will let me get. You can see that it did swell a little. And I did expect that. They say that it doesn't, that it remains, it keeps its shape when it's being cured, but everything swells when it heats. Or it could be that they're actually telling the truth, and of course you have three different properties here that are being heated. I made the decision to heat it all together because I thought that if there was any change, I'd spend all this time to sculpt it exactly perfectly, and then I cure it, and then it doesn't fit on 100% right. So I figured if it's wedged between the butt plate and the wood, and it's all in there right, even if it does expand or whatever it does, it'll harden in there, and then I could always fix it. I could always shape it, sand it to fit, as long as it doesn't shrink. But it could also be, you have three properties here. You have the wood. I knew that the wood would expand and contract when it cooled, and the butt plate would surely expand when it heated and contract when it cooled. So I was just hoping that that expansion and contraction, since it is screwed in, wouldn't make, I was just hoping I wasn't going to hear a big snap that it busted it, or because I'd have to put that up on this video. I couldn't all of a sudden just stop making videos about this, right? Even the 4 people that are watching would be like, dude, what happened? Well, so I'd have to fess up. But nope, I inspected it really careful. No cracks, not worse friend. I was a little worried here because the Swiss did their own work here with grafting that on. And I was hoping that wasn't going to, because it was in there, in the oven. I was hoping it wouldn't swell or come loose or crack or something there, that dovetail. But this little bit that it swelled is pretty cool, actually, because it leaves me room to really work it nice and smooth. And the bottom here stayed pretty nice. Looks like I'm having a little bit of a focus issue. Yo, it is so hot here right now where I live that I was thinking that it would be cured when I got home from work. Oh, it's got to be 120 degrees in the Milsurp Garage right now. I'm sweating like crazy. So yeah, that edge is nice. That edge there is it's nice. I'll be able to there's some flash there. I'll be able to oh, that's a good view. You can see exactly how much it rose up out of there. And that's just enough to really be able to use some real fine sandpaper, work it across there, and really hone it perfectly. Then I'm poking around to see what the hell to make it look more like the wood right up to the metal, and I don't know what the hell to use. I know they sell these wood stain pens. What was the name of this company? Let me see if I can come up with this quickly. I had it right here on my phone. Hello, today. The company is Good thing I have a high-speed internet connection, huh? That's great. Minwax. Minwax wood finish stain marker. Here, let me see if I can pull that up. There you go. Minwax stain marker. Yep. I'm thinking maybe that's the move. I don't know. It certainly would be handy to have around for any little nicks that you get in any of the guns, that's for sure. It looks like it was pretty nice, but I'm thinking it's a stain, and I don't know if that'll soak into this polymer clay. I'm thinking that this might have to actually be painted. But even if it was painted, you'd almost kind of have to like mimic the grain. There's way too many skills involved here. Woodworking skills, sculpting skills, painting skills. I'm going to run out of out of the ability to make this straight after a while. Really, that's where I'm really just question marks now. I got to this point, and I think I can make it pretty much invisible. It's not that far off. I mean, it really would be tough for someone to even notice that. Because, like I said, I'm showing it to you close up. But I mean, if you looked at it from the a standpoint of me showing you the whole gun, you certainly wouldn't see that 1/8 of an inch sliver that's slightly discolored like that. And that top that you see that's in here, where it's in there, I only put it in there just to kind of fill everything in when I baked it. I figured it's better to just fill it in. I just kind of roughly shoved some of it in there, just figuring it'd probably be better in there than not. Knowing that I could always, let me see if I get a pointer here, from this area here, I could always go straight across right here and then pull this out with with tools, get rid of that, and go straight across here, like as if it was just the wood straight across, boom and boom, right here, and get rid of that, because it looked good here. I did a good job here with this, and I'm sure that'll just pull right out. And then, like I said, with some like BLO on there or whatever, any discoloration that wood had, you wouldn't even see. Because that does look a little funky like that. That's kind of like telltale that it's clay right there. I think it'd probably be best to remove that and just go straight across. Just go straight across with it. Cut it here, cut it there, and chop that out of there. And then sand all this flat. All this flat. So, like I said, if it ends up with like a little gap here, it looks like there's almost like a teeny gap right there. Not the worst thing in the world. These things weren't fitted like jewelry. I mean, if there was a little gap, it would even make it look all more normal. You know what I mean? It can't look too perfect. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm going to bust out some sandpaper and slowly and methodically make this look nice. And multitask by researching what the hell to color that with. I don't know if maybe stain would soak into that enough to stain it. I guess it couldn't hurt by just trying that pen. It wouldn't hurt. It might at least make it the right color. Anyway, yeah, it'd probably be easier to work with a pen than actually work with paint. Because you'll make it very telltale if you just paint along the edge there. But if you kind of BLO the whole gun and then blend the polymer clay with the pen and wipe it all down, something in my head's telling me that might be the move. Gotta find one of these pens though. Showing on the internet, they're like sold out everywhere. Walmart, Lowe's, this, that, every store, they're like sold out, sold out. And one store says limited availability. It's like a 20-minute drive from my house. Oh, we'll see what happens. I'll be back.